Welcome back, Augmented Ones. Going into the... You mess up the intro,
Sorry.
really? I'm kidding.
My bad, my bad.
I'm kidding. We wasted the good intro on you, man.
No.
Any hoozle. So, going into the Ingress Kinetic Capsule and ways that it could be implemented into Pokemon GO and the way that it works for Ingress, since we talk about the augmented reality stuff. So, nice feeling for it, especially with it being Niantic. In a nutshell, or in a capsule, it's basically you load it, you select the type of very rare item that you want in there, and then after walking the 8 kilometers, it'll take the items that you've already inserted into it and then create you that very rare item. So it basically is a recycling program where they take the lesser items that are easy to come by, or you may have a lot of, and then after walking 8 kilometers, it trades you in 12 of those items, or 4 of each, or 3 of each, depending on what thing you do. And then it transforms into a very rare item, which is, as the name implies, a very rare item.
Word.
And it helps you figure out part of your gameplay that you actually want to use or do. And even if they did the exact one-for-one transfer between Pokemon Go from Ingress, where you transfer like 20 potions for 1 hyper potion. They could work out something like that.
Right.
Just any other rare item like a max revive, a max potion, stuff like that you can actually take the stuff that you're not going to end up using because there's a large surplus of other things going on, and you can then use it for something that you are going to use. And it's based off of the 8-kilometer window that you'll walk. So you put the items in, it creates the item after 8 kilometers. So it's not going to overpopulate the item pool with very rare items, kind of defeating the purpose and making it extremely difficult for players to take down the other points around the town because everything's loaded up with very rare items.
Yeah. Make it work for it. Work for it.
Mm-hmm. And it's also something that gets players out and about and actually walking, because I've made this comment to them before that in Ingress, besides lining up where you're going to drop a resonator, 90% of the time, you don't need to walk anywhere. You just show up at the points, take care of what you need to.
Oh, yeah, I got you. You just go from point A to point B. It doesn't matter how you get there.
Exactly. If you need to be strategic with something, then you have the reason to get out of your car or anything like that. But otherwise, there's not much of a point to even do much walking unless you're in such a portal-dense area that you need to walk because you can't do something in 5 seconds as you're passing by on a bus or something.
Right.
So I was kind of thinking, okay, they have this capsule. Capsules are tongue-in-cheek for Ingress. Incubators are tongue-in-cheek for Pokemon Go. They can make it a breeding incubator where you insert the Pokemon's candy that, you have 5,000 Murkrow candy, but you really want a shiny Murkrow or a shiny Murkrow with better IVs. You put in the 300 candy, maybe not that much, but a good 100
However
candy.
Much, yeah.
Yeah.
It would depend on the specific Pokemon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it could even be 50 candy from each parent. So if you really want a Murkrow, then 50 candy from one Murkrow, 50 candy from the other Murkrow. Maybe the chances are increased if it's with a shiny Pokemon as well, which gives another reason for players to trade. But it doesn't have to be the exact shiny of that breed, that species. So basically, it could be you have a shiny Charmander and a shiny Murkrow. If they're in, they wouldn't be in the same grouping. But if they were in the same parent species type,
right,
or the same animalistic type or humanoid typing as they give the breakdowns, whatever.
Yeah.
You could then do, 50 candy from Charmander, 50 candy from Murkrow. You have to have the egg slot available, or maybe this comes after they've done the rework with eggs, and you can actually trash eggs. We'll see. Or I kind of don't want to see it, but it's maybe a possibility that they offer a coin bypass for eggs.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. They do it with they did it in Wizards Unite, where you can speed up a potion and make it happen faster by paying coin or whatever the currency is in there.
Yes.
So that's an option there, where maybe it couldn't be more. It would probably be 150 coin.
Okay.
To hatch an egg, or maybe it's 50 coin per tier of egg, if they end up doing that. Where it's basically 2 kilometers, 50 coin will finish off the hatching. 5 kilometer, 10 kilometer, and then it ends up being the value of a super incubator, but you trade it in the steps and the multiple uses of an incubator for getting that one egg hatching faster. So that could be a trade-off where you still get people that they're going to still walk as normal, but they don't, if they're impatient, then they can pay the money. The freemium style that they tend to do.
Yeah, a lot of games to do that, they'll do like spend so much to speed it up.
Yeah.
I think it would be nice if it's like, instead of saying, oh, it'll just hatch the egg for you, 2 times speed up. So now, the 10K hatches in 5 or whatever it may be.
Yeah, so it would be like a Hot Rock thing, how they did like in the games where you had a flame body Pokemon in your party, and then the eggs around it would hatch a little faster. But you would sacrifice that spot in your team to hatch eggs faster, so you have to make that trade-off.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's definitely a possibility. And
yeah, for sure.
I'm thinking that with all the change-ups for eggs lately, and the fact that they want people out and about again, may have been leading towards that, maybe they're doing a big change-up when it comes to eggs for the last quarter of 2020.
Yeah, they're definitely up to something.
Yeah. Yeah, there's all the signs, there's all the excellent code and all that, so we'll see.
They've tweeted out several times within the last few days that changes are coming, or there's stuff to bring into egg pools. Like,
well,
why are you putting so much emphasis on? Usually they just say it once.
Yeah. Well, luckily they did come out with the exact egg hatches, but they didn't come out with the ratio that they are hatching at.
Oh, yeah.
So we have the reduction of the pool, because before that, 5 kilometer eggs was just everything under the sun. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, there was all nonsense.
Yeah. There was basically no reason to be hatching eggs. Hatching eggs. Should we go over that?
I got nothing nearby that would even.
Yeah.
No pop good. Comic. I gotta bow down to Carrot Top over here.
Like you really care at all. But we'll have it in the description. I'm sure everyone's gonna have it all about. But egg pools were changed up a bit. They didn't tell us exactly the change-ups for the Adventure Sync eggs, nor the 12-kilometer eggs. 12-kilometer eggs may have stayed the same based off of the information they just had recently. So we'll see.
Okay.
So The other thing could be a daycare capsule. No, I don't know. We'll scratch that. Because my partial idea was a daycare capsule. You put in a Pokemon, it goes off to be trained, or maybe its IVs change up or re-roll, and then you get the Pokemon back, and it could then have an egg with it, like the daycare usually does.
Right.
So instead of sending it to the professor, you send it to the daycare, which then allows you to re-roll Pokemon outside of standard trading, or trading with people that you don't really know. Yeah, that could work out. You then could level up the daycare capsule, so it would be like a friendship type thing. So you may get better rerolls as you send more Pokemon to the daycare. Yeah, because there is no way to change your own Pokemon's IVs aside from purification. Which, even from there, it's only 2 stages that bumps up.
Right. Yeah, it only gives you that tiny little tick up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Random ideas, random thoughts.
Yeah, I'm trying to piece together instead of sending it for candy, you get egg bits, or I don't know, something.
Oh,
You have like a separate currency.
So kind of like like the mysterious components. So
something like that, yeah.
Every time you trade in a Pokemon of some sort, it could then come back with a mysterious component or a mysterious map, maybe?
Something. And like the stages of the Pokemon would give you more of this thing. So it's like, oh, do I want to go out and catch a bunch of Charmander and transfer them all to the mystery grinder? Or do I want to catch a few, evolve them up to Charizard, and then send those off? Like, do I grind the Charmanders, or do I just go ahead and take a chunk of candy out? So it could be either way. To be that way, you can hurry it up, or you can grind it out.
That could work out. It could give people another candy sink that they wouldn't have to just spend it needlessly on something else. They have that option. You spend it, possibly waste, possibly invest it into that Pokemon to evolve it, and then when it comes back, it'll have more of the other item that you're actually trying to go for.
Right.
Okay.
Could do that with the buddy too. You could walk to, or that would be another thing too. It's just like, instead of getting candy from your buddy, you could get, I'm going to walk this Magikarp to get an egg. I don't know.
Anything's possible. It's mainly ideas to get the thoughts flowing, and when Niantic feels like redesigning, if they haven't already, then they can pull from these too. So
come on. Free advice?
Yeah, just retweet us a few times and we'll call ourselves even for now, Niantic. It's cool.
Take my intellectual property. I don't care.
Well, it's
their
theirs.
IP.
We're trying to change it around, but
that's right.